can we put up the slide, please? I want to know why you felt compelled to communicate with the White House about what the New York Times is writing. This is back in April 2023. You start with this as the New York Times is moving a story that the FCC is gutting the open internet rule. It is flat out wrong, and unfortunately has been picked up by various outlets. You go through and explain it. Then you send that to Jeffrey Zients. Then you also send one to John Podesta. Sorry, I should have had you on the first email. Podesta writes back to you, brutal story. Somebody going to go on the record to push back? You write back to him, yes, I did, with a statement similar to what I emailed you. You're supposed to be an independent agency, and you're interacting regularly with the White House on how to communicate on the PR of a New York Times story?
So, Mr. Chairman, I had said that we were going to reinstate the 2010 rules, which the President had endorsed. The report in the New York Times was saying he's not doing that. I was therefore responding and saying, you should know that that report is not true. At the same point in time, I have furnished you also emails to members of Congress, Democratic members of Congress, saying the same point. And that was what this was. This was, look, the 2010 rules I stand behind, and I am not out in a campaign to gut them, which is what was being reported in the press. And one of the subsequent emails I sent, as you will recall, was an article that said, oh, wait a minute, this was mischaracterized. And that's what that exchange was about.
Then why are you redacting all of this in a FOIA request? How does that meet the standard of FOIA? Why is this redacted?
I got to tell you that the FOIA, how we respond to FOIA is done by career staff, not in my supervision, based on long-standing procedures. I can't answer why certain things are blacked out.
This administration might want to take some lessons about FOIA and how to respond to it, because I'm tired of having the heads of the agency saying, oh, I don't know anything about it. This is the public's right to know. This is how the public understands what's happening and not happening. And your organization is redacting this information, and it's wrong. I need a further explanation. When can you give us a further explanation as to why these types of material is redacted? What's a reasonable time to respond?
I'll be happy to have the staff's work and provide that to you.
By when?
With expedition. I mean, you know.
Can you give me a date? By the end of the month? Is that fine?
Sure.
Oh, thank you.